It's time for game two, boys and girls. Let's hop into the picks and bans here. Cognitive Gaming will now be sporting the order side, as Legion of Carrots will find themselves on the Chaos side. First ban, Cognitive Gaming is going to take out Bologna. They want to make sure that doesn't end up in DJ Pernicus's hand, but this also means that perhaps they're just going to focus on the jungler and try to get one of these top supports, which seems to be a recurring trend.
I mean, they had Geb that game, and it was fine, but just not able to make any relevant impact in the team fights. So Cog will ban out Sylvanas, though, leaving Athena open if that's the route they want to go. Legion debating whether they want to ban it, and so they both ban out the opponent's junglers from last game.
I would probably get rid of the Athena. I don't think you want Cognitive Gaming to have Athena. There's so much tempo, and they're actually going to take out the Hunbats. DJ Pernicus, this means that he will be given Thor.
Hunbats is just such a disruptive god, you really can't let him roam free, and especially DJ, who likes to run these assassin-style gods, similar to Lassus, similar to Weaken's original god.
Old Lassus, okay.
Yeah, old Lassus when he was in the jungle. But it's going to be Bakasura by Cog, so likely looking to control that solo lane. That Salt Machine really just dominated last match.
Shocking to see a Bakasura get picked up first. I haven't seen him get first picked in a long time. Unless
he's normally banned.
Yeah, he's normally banned. But even still, it's normally something we see towards the later stages of the game.
Looking for the counter pick.
Counter pick, exactly. And
it's going to be Isis.
Athena and Isis. So already, as soon as you see an Isis, the first thing that should click in your head is, oh, early game. Yep.
Yeah, and especially with Athena as well. This is one of Aduro's more premier gods, and it looks like, once again, Cog will go with that Geb here. Shield very strong against Athena taunt, but if Athena can get multi-man taunts, Shield can only get one person.
Yep. And now
this is going to be a mid. I really feel like this is going to be an Agni or a Poseidon here.
But they also have to contemplate if they want to. Yep.
Okay, so it is going to be a mid, but it'll be Giannis.
Giannis is going to be there. Now, this is going to be Thor. This should be Thor for Legion. I mean, that's the perfect early game comp for them. You have Isis, you have Athena, and then you mix that with a Thor who accelerates in the early game. It looks great, but they're going to go ahead and select their Hunter, which is going to be Rama. So they might look to ban out Mr. Famous Hate, or they might just go a different approach here. But they do have the counter pick in
I think
solo.
They'll let him pick whatever he wants. Neath is open. It's going to be a bad step ban from Legion, so taking out another jungler, they really don't want Homie FA picking anything that he's comfortable with.
Yeah. And now option over to Cog. They can have their picks, and they said, well, Tier was too much for us to handle last game. Let's get him out.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Hercules still open, but Hercules really doesn't have as safe of a matchup against Bakasura. Where Tier shines against Baka is he has Lawbringer, right? So even if he gets crippled out, he's able to still escape.
Fat Loki.
Cabrakan picked up, and this could be jungle Cabrakan. This could be solo Cabrakan as well. It's a flex pick.
Solo Bracken.
It's a flex pick, allowing their last pick to be even a stronger counter pick than before.
Yep. And now Thor will be acquired by Cognitive Gaming, which will also help with this team as well. I mean, Thor and Bakasura are really going to help propel Cognitive Gaming into the mid-early game, and now you have a Neath on top of that as well. So this will really, I mean, Cognitive Gaming, their big window is like from 5 minutes to like 20.
Yeah, I'd say so too. They really don't want this to get to late.
They don't.
The Rom's going to start scaling incredibly hard. Cabrakan's going to be hard to lock down and also have a ton of damage on his just ability base. So Legion looking for a god here. It's likely going to be a flex pick. Arachne. So Athena support.
Yep.
Arachne solo. Cabrakan jungle potentially.
Okay.
I think the Athena's going to be support. So it's between Cabrakan and Arachne. Who wants to match up against the Bakasura?
Yeah, and I guess if you want to go with the trade sense, you want the Arachne. But survivability, you got to go
No,
Cabrakan.
it's Arachne. Arachne has a much safer survivability.
Oh, yeah, Nightcrawler.
Yeah, Nightcrawler popped instantly. CC immunity, you're just going to jump out. And the fact, or not CC, yeah, CC immunity, but the fact that Bakasura doesn't have a hard stun, going to really be able to trade that out. And it will be the Arachne solo there to counter out Meerkat's Bakasura. Do not want him to rampage early. And that's really the name of the game for Cog here is, can they get going early? But it looks like, once again, Legion looking to fight early here. Ward placed. Arachne Cabrakan going to be really strong in this early game if they want to look to invade.
And on top of this, I know Bart is smiling from ear to ear. He loves Fat Loki. He loves him. This is who Bart plays, like, on the reg. This is like his
I thought
guy.
he was an Anubis guy.
No, that's just his dog.
Okay.
That's just his dog.
quick
Quick little
game
pause
pause.
here as the players are adjusting their stuff. That's why people pause.
Just getting stuff set up, and this is a pause, not a timeout, Brad. If you're out there, it's a pause.
Yeah. Yeah. There is just, it is just all about clumsy today.
Oh,
He
so
is just
it was a
such
clumsy mess up.
He is such a princess.
When I was cameraman, I'm just saying I was perfect.
Yeah. Chalk up the
I
first
can already
bloods.
imagine the hashtag blame Adonis right now.
Well, it's pretty easy to blame you for just about everything.
Look at these defensive wards coming out from COG. They do not want to get invaded. Unfortunately, though, they don't have anything if DJ elects to invade, but it doesn't look like he is. I think he was scared of the invade, too. They're going to 3-camp start with Arachne's webs. Very fast clear coming up from them. I like the decision.
And now on the opposite side, COG, they will have the Eat Minion here coming out of Meerkat as well, so they will have a very, very quick clear as they will head into the lane. They'll be a little bit faster too, especially since they decided to go with the back camps as well.
Yep, so Salt Machine and DJ here just looking to get the tri-camp and likely to see DJ rotate out, but they seem a little slow on this. This could be worrisome if they're not too careful here. They will hit level 2 off this and be able to secure this, and their DJ goes to that mid lane that we've seen so typically happen if you do the tri-camp start.
And now it'll all be up to Salt Machine to weather the storm of Bakasura, as now it'll be Jigs and Mr. Famous Hate in the dual lane side of things. See how if they can get it started here. Spirit Ball is going to connect. Perfect. And then Wingus, oh my god. He's going to get stunned out there. That was a great play from the Thor. He was so aggressive. Thor's passive gives him more ability damage the more gods who are around him. And he was in between. Oh, God. Yeah, you never miss First Bloods, bro.
I do. To be fair, I do when hunters get first bloods. That's not something you
that's
typically would
crazy.
see. And Panda Cat, and I think it was just Pain de Leon getting a little too aggressive. You see, COG doesn't even have minion advantage, so Pain de Leon must have just got bursted there, not aware of the damage. And once again, a lot of aggression coming out. COG finds first blood again. Let's see if they can make something happen off of this. We're going to see an early 5 from Famous Hate. That's critical. He's going to have a lot of potential here. Homie FA just missing the double tap. That would have been a secured kill.
Heartbreak City. DJ Pernicus forced out here. Same with Mr. Meerkat, as he will now sit underneath his tier 1 tower. Arachne winning the trade battle here. Also a level advantage for him, which definitely helps with just base stats alone. So Bakasura, we say it time and time again, he's got to get a kill at level 5 or level 9, and it's going to be very difficult for him to do so.
Yeah, I mean, Arachne just doesn't straight up beat Bakasura, but puts a lot of pressure onto him. And he doesn't really want to auto-trade here, especially considering that I think Arachne has the better heal in her kit. And Eat Minion is good, but the fact that you're leveling up Venomous Bite on Arachne first means your heal is going to be more potent than the Bakasura's.
Well, early first blood here, sub 90 seconds, as opposed to, well, last game, which was 18 minutes. As we will now watch as Homie FA and Whirlwind, they will still stay together again. Homie FA just staying in the mid, no matter what. Tectonic Rift will hit.
There's the 5 from Neath. That's what I was waiting for. But DJ Pernicus, he's going to block it out. Gonna hit the stun on Homie. There's the silence.
They turned it.
Going to finish this? No, he's able to port out. Yeah. I think the Neath ult came too late. I was waiting for it the second I saw Homie FA stun. A little bit of miscommunication. I think they could have found a Duro if that was faster.
You might have had a hard time just locking onto him because there was so many people in the mid lane. Just like, oh god, which one is it?
DJ Pernicus, so that's twice he saved out a Duro, hitting the stun on Thor. Twice now.
Yep. That's 2 times. For
Yes,
those of you
that
at
is.
home.
Thank you, Gandhi. So, COG off to the early lead still, but Legion really slowing down COG's pace, not allowing them to keep up the aggression, and the Neath ult down for about 90 seconds is going to be important for that.
Still just abusing her advantage that she has in the lane. I mean, superior clear Neath has, as he's out of mana, and now he will gladly head back and go ahead and get that Heartseeker. So, no shocker that Rammer will actually be going into the Dev Glove start. He's naturally going to be hitting a little weaker than the Neath with the Heartseeker, even if he went Heartseeker.
This is at Moex,
yeah.
who's always going to go Heartseeker because he wants to just straight up beat the other player. This is the safe play that you typically see ROMs make against really aggressive hunters that they face off against.
I can't wait to see you in a Moex jersey one day.
I'm making it myself. He doesn't need to be on a team. It's just going to be Moex. The front of it's going to be his face.
Yeah.
Taunt onto Heroine. Great Geb shield, though. Jigs on point with that. Salt Machine getting low, but he's still trying to trade out this Bakasura here. And Meerkat just walks into tower, takes 2 shots.
What?
Huge misplay there. He walked in, tanked a shot. He's like, oh, I messed up. He walks out. Then he walks right back in, takes another shot.
And now, meanwhile, Pain Devion has joined the party, as now the portal will send him through. They want this red buff, and they want it fast. And they will be able to get it. And across the way, it's a 3-man split on the red camp, as DJ Pernicus will be there to help him out, as now Homifay and Meerkat will do the exact same thing on their side. So all buffs going to their respected players, as now we will go back in. Yeah, no invades at all. Falls through the portal, gets knocked up as well. And Heroine gets some good damage down onto the Cabrakan.
They probably would have been able to find a kill. Once again, not good communication. Here comes Giannis all across the way. Can they find Salt Machine?
And he's going to be a little bit slow. Neath Arrow comes in. Athena ult's going to help. And now he's going to be taken out, as they will be able to get that. The taunt just not there yet, and they don't really have the follow-up damage. Isis is a little bit away. I mean, she barely just crossed the speed buff here. And DJ Pernicus will be rotating to look to help, but I mean, he really just needs to secure this buff, which is exactly what he's going to do.
Yeah, and I really think that was a pretty good Neath ult. I think they're not utilizing it as well as they could have. Once again, I said they could have picked Pain Devion, or not Pain Devion, excuse me, DJ Pernicus in the mid there, a little slow to react, but they do find a nice kill in the solo lane on that Arachne, who is really controlling Meerkat, it seems. That's going to give Meerkat a little bit of breathing room. Salt Machine's still up in gold, but it's not significant.
The one major change that COG has done so far is just controlling the camps. They've done a great job at controlling what they need to, and then on top of that, they're also contesting these mid-harpies. This time last game, it was just Legion just taking them away, as COG just wasn't able to battle against them.
Look at that just like distortion from the teams. It seemed like Heroine wanted to fight, and so did Jigs, but Homie going to the right camps there. They spawn, but all of his abilities are down. Homie, it's going to be rough for him if he wants to fight this.
Yep, Taunt's going to hit as well. Cataclysm will be there. They lose out on both Harpies this time, and now Homie just going to get body blocked. What a player. And Berserker Barrage will help. Wingust will be there as well. DJ Pernicus is going to help him out. He dodges through space and time. The Tremors will hit as well. Spirit Ball is going to be there. They don't have the follow-up, though. So heartbreaking, as Homifay will just get out of there.
This is a very similar repeat, though. Salt Machine, this is going to be close. I don't know if it'll kill. The damage reduction, not enough. 25% damage reduction. Athena, not going to be enough there.
Man,
honestly, if he would have done that instantly, he actually might have been able to block it for him. They got the damage reduction, but I think if Pain channeled it instantly, he would have been able to block it in time.
It's so tough, though. I mean,
it would have been close.
That's like a 0.2 second reaction time. Like, you hear your teammate, oh god, I'm screwed, and then you just like look for him, and you're like, oh my god, who said that, right?
Hey, Pain Devion's been on point today all game. Game 1 and now Game 2. You saw that body block not allowing Homie FA to continue the chase on a DJ Pernicus. Great play coming out from him, and his transition to Hunter to Guardian was a little rough at first, but he is now, for sure, a premier player in this role.
Nurse Neath just going to go ahead and clear this one through. Famous 8 heading back. Got 42 stacks here. Homofay is going to get stunned out there by the Cabrakan, which definitely helps his case.
Yeah, I mean, this Cabrakan has been stunning out Berserker's Barrage all game. Can we take a look at Homifay, see what he's leveling real quick? Is it the Berserker's Barrage or is it the Hammer? Yeah, he's gone the Hammer route. He has to there.
Oh, the CC will not be there as a Spirit Ball. I'm not sure if it hit or what it was, but great job to not get hit by that. And actually, it forced out the beats. Okay. Did it? No. Nope.
It did not. He does not have beads online, which is a little surprising considering he's up against
Dive Boys.
He just has to hit it. Oh, yep, he just got it. That's such a huge ultimate there. And Giannis going to rotate in looking for the kill. There's the Neath ult there. He's just going to wait on his unstable vortex. Yep, he's going to make sure it's secured with that Neath stud. Now they're making great use out of this Neath ult. Neath now 2-0-2, been a part of every single kill.
Oh, God.
But this leaves Gold Fury open.
And they're actually going to reset it. They hear the call-outs, and they know they're there. Cataclysm is going to hit. Jigs is going to get stunned out here as well. DJ Pernicus, he's got the help side. Tremors will help. Duro is able to lock one down, and now the Hunter battle will be there. In Neath, you can't box her right now. She's just going to destroy you.
Yeah, and Legion, they found a nice pick, but not able to do the Gold Fury there. Jigs, Heroines, and Famous Hate still waiting in the wing. They weren't able to get picked off there. Surge Protection was huge in that fight. It was fully charged there, and Homie FA just got blown up.
Jandroid will go ahead and pick up that red buff as we will now see Bakasura take the back right camps. All things told, it's been pretty even. Arachne, she's 1-3, but she's still in parity with this Bakasura.
Yeah, so Meerkat has not been able to control Salt Machine once again, but to be fair, Salt Machine really, this god is just completely countering out the Bakasura. He's not able to secure the kills that he typically needs coming in early.
Now, mid Harpies will get started up here. Looks like Cog will be able to secure these. Omofake's going to come crashing down here. Geb Shield will keep him alive for a bit. Double tap will hit down DJ Pernicus. And for a Cabrakan, he's still relatively weak. I mean, he's got the Shoes of the Magi down, which is going to definitely help with his power. But in the sense of tankiness, I mean, he's just not there yet.
Miscommunication from Cog again. You see Hurwind on those mid camps. Homie FA's diving in, looking for a kill. Maybe the call was to not chase the kill, but Homie FA still landed on him just to get the extra damage and blink out. That's what I'm going to assume happened. But if Homie FA wanted to go in, Jigs and Hurwind weren't in place to keep up.
So we haven't seen an Achilles Spear today. Do you think yesterday was just kind of like the trial grounds for it? And
really only Trig ran it, right?
Yeah. No, there was one more, I think.
I don't recall. Who was it?
I'm not sure.
But I know Trig ran it prominently. They ran 3 of them over 2 games, one on a Freya solo, not able to make it work out. So I think it's something we'll probably see more of, but it's kind of risky to use it here in the first week.
Yep. Nightcrawler activated, dodging the regurgitate,
charged.
And now he's going to wait to turn this around. Meerkat not in a spot. He's got to die for this one. The beads will hit. 1 tower shot only. Meerkat finally able to win this boxing match with the help of Neith.
Yeah, and you see Meerkat there backing off, so Arachne wasn't able to get his venomous bite off there, allowing him to get the heal to survive the Neith ult. So great decision making by Meerkat there. Back off, wait for the Neith ult to hit, and get the secured last shot for the kill.
And the poor Salt Machine is having such a rough game. They're targeting him so hard. I mean, he's 1-4. Cataclysm happens in the backside, though, as now Homie FA will charge up as Thor. He's going to see Panda Cat as well. He sees it. He's got to go for it. Backline. Will he be able to hit it? Circle protection's there. He gets stunned out. Spirit Ball connects with his face. As now the Geb Shield will help him out. Giannis goes forward, and now Ice is still alive on the top side. You can see her bar has no red, a.k.a. she has like 40 health.
DJ Pernicus is just a Duro's guardian. He's like, all right, bro. You're going to get dove by Homie FA all game. I'm just going to be there for you. He has stunned out Homie FA when he's trying to dive a Duro 3 or 4 times now. So DJ Pernicus really showing the versatility that he has coming into Season 2 that I don't think he had in Season 1, where he was the Serket player we saw last time, but now he's playing this Guardian. I was about to say Guardian Loki. He's playing this Guardian Cabrakan and doing a great job of having a different playstyle on protecting his team.
Yep. Giannis Dumore helping him out a bit here as he will go right into the CDR boots as well, giving him the utility as well as a good amount of power to help him. But it is a little bit high risk, high reward. If he does die, he will lose half of those stacks, and he will have to commit to doing that again. As Salt Machine still very aggressive, and he's fine with it. Like, he wants to box, but at the same time, he's got to be careful of this Neith arrow. That just seems to just be targeted at him at all times.
But at the same time there, Meerkat hasn't got a huge lead. Now it's broken up into about 400. You expect it to be more, though. Homie FA gonna get shielded out there with Geb. Oh, he doesn't get the hammer off it. He wasn't in range.
Beautiful job by DJ Pernicus. Thor's going to take up to the sky. They force out that one. As now Panda Cat, did he hit the cripple? He did. And they're going to push forward. And there was a preemptive beads there from Famous Hate, as he will live to see another day. Jigs now rotates over. The Gold Fury has started up. Circle protection's down. It's beautiful for this. And Legion has destroyed the Gold Fury. And on top of that, they destroyed Jigs.
Wow. I can't believe Homie FA got out of there, but all of COG had to back, and you see them, they take the Giannis ult into that Gold Fury, but too little too late. Legion's already secured it, and we said COG had this early game team that they needed to get rolling, and they haven't had any effectiveness with it. The Neith ult has done a lot to control Salt Machine, but with that Gold Fury, Meerkat and Salt Machine are back to even though Salt Machine is 4 of COG's 5 kills.
Yeah, I mean, it's nuts.
I would say this is very similar to the Cloud9 Denial game, where Baskin Robin was constantly babysat by Xing, right? and Xing was able to get a ton of kills off on Omega, but still Omega was able to heal up and stay alive. Salt Machine, once again, he's getting dove here. Are they going to be able to find the kill? He's fast, but here comes the Protector, and DJ Pernicus not able to protect him in time. Neathalt going to come through. Homie F.A. taking a lot of poke, and now DJ Pernicus is going to get turned on.
He hits the double tap as well. He ports through. Berserker Barrage will be there. Tectonic Rift stopping him right in his tracks. Ultimate comes out as well. He still manages to stay alive, tries to turn on him, and almost kills him as well. And now, finally, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the graphs. You can tell by the gold, Legion is winning.
Look at that up and down experience graph, back and forth, and now Legion, they're going to lose their tier 1 on right, and Giannis going to go in deep. They're looking for more kills. Great taunt by Pain de Beyond. Can COG find the kills they need to keep up the pressure? Doesn't look like it.
Maduro Beads, Famous Hate, wins the one-on-one in the left lane, though, as now we will see as Cognitive Gaming, they're really trying to push forward here. Pain de Beyond, he's tasked with trying to hold on to this tower the best he can. Catches the outside of the unstable vortex there, and now he will just try to get eyes on them as they are trying to run away. He knows this blue buff's up as well as the speed buff, and if you know junglers, DJ Pernicus is begging them to hold on to that speed buff.
This is what they need to do. They finally found an opening that Legion has not been able to defend, and they're trying to get as much out as they can. 3-man Cataclysm, but Meerkat going to get turned on 1v3. Beads are forced. Is he going to be able to get out of this? Spirit Ball just off the mark, but Salt Machine keeping up the chase.
Yep. Nightcrawler's going to be there as well as Meerkat cleans that one up, and now they will look to push a little bit forward here. Famous Hate, though, whittling away at the towers of Legion, which, I mean, it's just so annoying to see that happen. Aduro, oh god.
Double tap, boys.
Whoo!
Mjolnir's attunement is maxed out, doing a ton of damage if you can find the kills, or excuse me, find the hits, and COG finally doing what they need to do. They find the kills, but then they get more stuff after it. They stole buffs, they took towers, they got another kill in the dual lane, and were able to pressure that lane as well. So COG, you know, when they were investing so much into Salt Machine, they weren't getting anything after it. It wasn't like they were getting a huge lead off of it. They were just getting a single kill. Now they got a huge lead and able to take back the gold lead. If only slight, they're making stuff happen now.
They also probably want to start prioritizing fighting as a team a little bit more, just because Famous Hate, I mean, he's 2 levels on this Rama. He's got Aussie and Heartseeker, and God knows how much gold he's sitting on in his hand here. So it's just Famous Hate, if he gets in these, yeah, I mean,
it's 2,300 gold in hand.
It's just, it's crit, right? Like, he's going to be very, very hard to lock down, especially with all the peel potential there. But the question is will COG decide to go for it? I mean, it's 17 minutes in the last game. They really tried to hold on to it, and then they just kind of left Famous Hate in the dual lane.
I think they're going to have a rough time late game, especially once PandaCat gets online. Homie F.A. here. They're looking for another gank onto PandaCat, but Athena ult, and PandaCat's going super aggressive, but Homie F.A. able to find him before he gets up into the air.
And now through space and time will bring Jigs right there, and now they will actually bring it back as well, as that will be Homie F.A. going all the way to the mid camps here. And now Salt Machine will be met with a Butcher Blade as well, and he forces out the ultimate. That's the best part about the Arachne versus Bakasura matchup, is you see Regurgitate come down, and you see your health start to deplete, and then you just take to the web.
They're just trading ults, it seems, on cooldown.
Yeah.
Like Nightcrawler, you're not going to... You're not... Bakasura is not going to kill an Arachne who has Nightcrawler up unless he somehow catches him at a very low health amount, but even then, it's going to be hard. He doesn't really have the damage online yet. Actually, he has Executioner, but once again, Salt Machine's not going to put himself in that position where he's sitting at the 20 to 30% health that Bakasura is going to be able to burst him in.
Now, as we see it, Threshold's going to get knocked down here. 18 minutes into this game, 13 total kills. They are, all things told, Cognitive Gaming is controlling the game. Gold Fury has just spawned. Most likely will start to open up this game up, depending on who takes it. I mean, it's both of these teams prioritize it, but I mean, right now, Legion, they don't have the advantage that we do of seeing the isometric view, but I mean, there's no one from COG in the spot to even go for Gold Fury right now.
Yeah, and look at the ward coverage. They don't really, neither team has ward coverage, and that's where it's going to come at. You see Bakasura at top of the damage charts there, along with Neath. These players that are trading out a ton, and Neath obviously controlling PandaCat in this duo lane here. And it looks like Gold Fury has started up while the solo laners battle it out. They're just looking for someone to get out of position.
It's the dance. And now, Famous Hate, he's locked onto it here, using the Aussie to help him out. He's got Executioner as well. Both these hunters are in parity. And now you will see Meerkat just jump into the middle. DJ Pernicus still just soaking up this experience in the mid lane. Mid Harpies are coming up on the left side. Right side will be a little bit more delayed. And now Cognitive Gaming will have no problem just taking these completely uncontested. And Legion playing very passive. Blink Cataclysm comes in from Geb though, and there goes Panda Cat.
That's a huge burst potential. Now Homie FA, he's going to look for the big ults here. Does he have the follow-up? Aduro uses his ult. One more auto. He's going to find a kill there. And now Homie FA is turning on Salt Machine and just looking to get out.
And just like that, I mean, Cog, they did everything they needed to. And now this should be a Gold Fury. They need to take this advantage and keep pressing forward. Panda Cat and Aduro are gone. They only have to deal with a single target Arachne who's very low on health anyways.
It's going to be Pain to Beyond, and DJ Pernicus looking for the steal. It's under half here. He's going to blink in. He's going to stun out Jix. It's low. Cog is going to secure it, and now Pain's in a bad spot. Can Meerkat stop him? Homie FA, though, back from the base. Going to find another kill, and it's 12-4 in Cog's favor.
They tried to go for it, as that's going to be Herwin getting stunned out. Unstable Vortex is barely going to miss there. Threshold will drop down to help speed up his teammates as well as himself, and now Meerkat will jump on in here and misses no minions. That is huge.
Yep, and now we see Cog pressuring this mid lane, stealing away the buffs of Legion. They were controlling the pace of the game, but now they have control of the game. And
yep.
as long, I just hope they don't all back in unison here, because we could see Legion look to sneak the Fire Giant. Herwin going to do these mid camps. They've done a much better job of these mid camps as well.
Yeah.
Last game they were incredibly scared. You saw them only get, I think, 5 out of 28. But now 4,300 gold in the lead, 9k experience. Famous Hate, the only level 20 on the board, 4 levels above Panda Cat, and about to back and get crit online.
Damn. Look at Geb. 9,100 player damage so far. Shout out to the Cataclysm.
Cataclysm's hard, man. Percent damage.
Yeah.
All these players are very even. Top to bottom, 3k difference in damage.
Oh, that's net worth. Whoops.
Oh, I was just going off what you said.
I know. I can't read.
I was wondering why it was so close in damage. Let's take an actual look at the damage charts
yes,
here.
thank you. I was like, what the hell?
You're throwing it off there. That's a much bigger swing.
Okay.
Now I understand.
All right, thanks.
More sense here.
Thank you, Scott. Yeah, I'm going to my eye doctor tomorrow and getting new contacts.
Yeah, and Famous Hate and Meerkat really starting to shine. I think Meerkat's damaged mostly from the trade outs, but Famous Hate really controlling this lane, and he's going to be an important player for Cog in this Fire Giant. They're just looking to bait it, but Legion's not biting.
And now DJ Pernicus went on the backside there. He was trying to sneak his way into a squishy. They get him with the burst damage. Panda Cat, he's just kind of juking around. Meerkat half health. He has a Geb shield on him now. And now DJ Pernicus, he sees it. He knows that Giannis is going to be stunned out. They're going to try to commit on this. Neath's backflip is going to be forced out. DJ Pernicus trying to chase him down. Panda Cat misses the ultimates. The stun hits as well. There it is. All by himself. Famous Hate goes down. And just like this, Nightcrawler will be taken to the skies here. He's going to be dropping down in just a matter of seconds. And Panda Cat now is just looking at 4 people. And now the taunt's going to hit. That's going to be on 2 people. And now Pernicus has the follow-up as well as the Tremors. The Geb shield will get him out of there. And now Homie FA will just pay with his life as Mjolnir's attunement is not up.
What a great fight by Legion, but I think more of a misplay by Cog there. You saw DJ Pernicus just run through the team, and all of Cog just ran as Meerkat. Now he's gonna fall. There's nothing he can do. Middle tower taken.
That's Fire Giant.
Yeah, they're gonna go on Fire Giant, but DJ Pernicus just ran through the team, and all of Cog was like, "Oh, I don't want to get hit by that." They ran, and then he just straight up dove. Famous Hate, who was really Cog's critical player, like I said before this happened, and just they allowed him to die. They were too scared, and they split up the team fight.
And this is just the tides have changed so fast here. It went from a cognitive-driven game to now a carrot-driven game, as Herwin's going to try to make it through there, and he will. Giannis, the mobility, too strong, as now the entire jungle of Cognitive now belongs to Legion, and they will gladly soak this all up. The goal difference is barely anything.
The gold is even, but it's the Fire Giant buff here that's really going to make the impact. When you're this even, Fire Giant is huge, and I don't think Legion's going to be looking to dive too hard. They're going to look to back spin the gold they had in hand, everyone with 1 to 2,000, and they're going to look to pressure this duo lane and look to finish off these towers and back before the next Fire Giant. They just want to grow their lead.
Yep. All the camps going to the respected point, as Cognitive now still looking at it. 24 minutes in this game, 19 total kills. taking a look at the scoreboard here. Famous Hate trying to do everything he can. I mean, he's 5-1-5. All things considered, he's been very active, and that's what Aneath has to do, but it's a question of what Bakasura can bring to this team fight. I mean, he hasn't really had this huge impact on him.
He hasn't had any impact, right? All his damage has really been in this solo lane poke war. You see him at 2, 3, and 6. Just not a huge factor once the team fights break out. He's not able to get to the back line, and that's really a testament to DJ Pernicus and Pain Davion doing a great job of protecting their carries.
Now, do you like the fact that he actually hasn't elected to go into Sprint 3? I mean,
he went hog early, so I mean that's
right.
It's a little bit risky, but in a matchup versus Arachne, he had to get the hog for the early clear. Blinking by Jigs here. This may be a fight that Cog can take.
And just like this, circle protection's there. Jigs now forced out. The wing gust will be hitting him. He Geb shields himself, and Famous Hate backs them all up. As now there might be a one-on-one. Nope, Giannis has a portal as he will get straight through there. And it was a 4-on-5, and Cognitive Gaming was able to stop, but they will be losing their Tier 2 tower. And now Legion goes, well, you know how we even this up experience-wise? Let's go ahead and just grab this Gold Fury.
They grab the towers, and now they're going to grab Gold Fury. They're going to all be sitting with about 2K in hand again. They're going to look to back and probably try and force a Phoenix or look for a pick before the next Fire Giant spawns.
I wouldn't be surprised if we just see him start to kind of do the little shuffle and get some deep wards down and have a vision battle for the next, 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean,
really.
5 minutes ago, Neath was about 2,500 gold up on Rom, and now Rom has a 2K gold lead, and he's the first to finish Rage Blade.
Yep.
Like, Famous Hate was completely controlling Panda Cat, but after that fight where Famous got picked and just the Fire Giant and then all the towers, just Panda Cat right back in there.
Gonna be really tough. They have 55 more seconds of the Fire Giant buff here as they will just look to kind of push it down, and most likely they will try to shove down the far right lane, get that Tier 2 tower, and just kind of shove it all the way up to the Phoenix so they can use their minions as their own sense of wards. But it will kind of put them in a little bit of harm's way here as the buff will be withering down. But with 30 seconds left, they should have enough to take it out.
Combat Blink coming up on Isis here, so Aduro looking to play safe. He's been protected a lot by his team, but Homie Efe has been pressuring him in the back line, just wanting to make sure he can stay alive a little bit further. Blink in by Pain Davion, finds a ton on Jigs.
It's really important that they take out the Jigs as well here, and they're going to jump forward here. You can see Homie Efe, he's up in the sky, comes crashing down. It is now Panda Cat's turn. 1, 2, 3, and now he's going to try to help out, but Giannis, he's just too mobile. He's out of that one, and now Nightcrawler forced out as well. Homie Efe is going to try to push forward here, and they only lost one there, and that was on the side of Legions. DJ Pernicus will not be here for this as the Fire Giant will be up in 45 seconds.
He'll be up in time.
Yeah, DJ Pernicus will have about 10 seconds to get to lane.
He'll be fine.
Yeah? Oh my god, he's got a Gem of Isolation though.
Does he pick up a Gem of Isolation? That's going to work so well with Tremors.
Suck.
He's just an annoyance, right? He's not doing a ton of damage because of his magical power. He just has a lot of base on his abilities. And then he's in, just look, 9k damage, but his build is just annoying. It's constant ticking damage from Mystical Mail. It's slowing players with Tremors combined with Gem of Isolation. And then he has Void Stone to reduce the magical protection and allow Aduro to be doing more damage.
They will have to beads out of Tremors.
They're going to have to do something. Winged Blade, if anything. Homie Efe, though, looking for the fight.
He takes this guy very early. He misses the Thor out. He hits the Tectonic Rift. He's going to pour it in here. He's still trying to do everything he can, and now Pain Davion still manages to leave, as now it's going to turn. Nightcrawler forced up. Salt Machine is going to retreat back to his team. Question mark here, or he wants Meerkat. He wants the one-on-one. He's not going to get it. He's split up from his team, but so is Homie Efe.
Homie Efe not finding the ult he needs. Aduro, though, Combat Blink coming out, like I said. Homie Efe looking to dive him. He actually had a perfect block off with the wall, and all of Cog was closing down around him, but able to Combat Blink out.
Fire Giant getting started up here. Cataclysm will hit. He knocks up two. Taken to the sky is going to be the Rom. He drops down, alone. And just like this, DJ Pernicus.
Famous is alone again.
Yeah, DJ Pernicus just gets a kill. Taunt will hit as well. Geb Shield will keep him alive for a bit. But now they don't care. They want the Fire Giant. That's what they want. They want him to get out of here. And they're so low that they really can't contest this anyways.
It's going to be hard. Hog 3 is up. Can
let's just take a second to realize that circle of protection
They're
is
body
just
blocking
godlike.
him.
Oh
They're
my
body
god.
blocking him. He's able to get in, but it's too late because of the body blocks by DJ Pernicus. Jig silenced out in the back. Homie FA just trying to get away here. Can DJ Pernicus get the stun? No, that's going to be a deicide. Nope. Jigs is still alive, but it's rough. Legion looks very primed to take this set.
Yep. Heroin and Meerkat were up as well. They're just coming off the respawn here. They have the Magi's as well. Fire Giant equipped. And now they're going to push forward. The Geb, he's in a very, very hard spot here.
Meerkat
as
just did
Arachne
no
has
damage.
dropped down as well. And now that's going to be Phoenix #1. They have the burst potential to take down the Titan right now if they want, but they want it to be weaker. So they're going to turn over. They're going to go ahead and look at the far right Phoenix here as it will fall. No minions, no problem. And there you see the pressure from Legion.
9K gold lead, and that's a huge swing. I believe at one point we said it was an 8K lead by COG. Looking at the graph, about a 6K lead by COG, now swinging 8,000 and the lead for Legion, and it seems to be the miscommunication from COG. I mean, I'm not in their comp, so I don't know exactly what's happening, but it seems like Homie FA is going and no one's following up, or Homie FA just off the mark, and really no one's protecting Famous Hate. Famous Hate was their victory point. He was 4 levels ahead of the enemy ADC. He had an entire item online, but now 2 fights in a row, he's caught out alone. I don't know if that's his positioning or just the fact that COG is just running away when Legion comes in.
Yep. They have another 2 minutes and 20 seconds of the Fire Giant buff on them. It is going to be very, very, very hard for Cognitive Gaming to really withstand this assault. I really don't know how they're going to do it. I mean, they're going to need the dream of the Blink Cataclysm, but are they really going to try to hold the right Phoenix, or are they just going to try to fight on their Titan?
They're going to have to look to fight, I think, before they get to the Titan. There's enough damage, and Legion is pretty tanky, especially with that circle protection. If that gets popped on the Titan, it's as good as dead, I think. They're going to have to push up these lanes and try and find... They can't look for a pick. They have to look for a huge team fight and engage on them before they can make it into the base. But, you know, to be fair, COG has been the aggressors. Blink Cataclysm, I think, has been like the initiation on the last couple fights.
Yep.
COG just not able to capitalize.
Nope, not at all. Adura now, he's going to be running with his troops here, pushing it down. OmiFA is going to move over to the far right. And now they will see as the oncoming assault of Legion will begin. The battle drums have cued, and Legion now is marching to the cadence of victory. They are looking to end this right away. Panda Cat right up front, not fearing any man here. He wants him to go. He sees Jig step up. There's going to be the Cataclysm preemptive beads as well. Cataclysm did nothing to anyone. Taken to the skies is Panda Cat. He's now looking, and they've got a grouping.
He just didn't want to get doped by Homie FA.
Damage.
You saw Homie FA in the air, and that's 2 ultimates that COG needed to win this fight.
Down. I mean, yeah, there's only 2 up. It's Regurgitate and Weaves, and now, just like this, Regurgitate comes in, and bye-bye Bakasura. Panda Cat shreds through him, and now Athena ultimate comes down on Pain to Beyond. They just turn instantly to the Titan. They want to go up 2-0 here. Their SPL debut, and that is going to do it. Legion goes up 2-0, winning this versus the members of Cognitive Gaming. Great showing out of Legion so far.
My predictions have been wrong quite often this week.
Are you Ofer boy?
I've got about half right. I think I'm probably last though. I'm not looking good.
I don't know. I did 50-50s on like everything.
Yeah, I know.
So
that's what I'm going with next week.
See, that's what I'm telling you. First Blood, boys and girls. Let's take a look at it here. See how everything started off. Famous Hate.
We missed this.
We did miss it, and that was just minion damage. That was fast.
Yeah, that was
no wonder he couldn't get to it.
That was just Pain getting bursted out, knocked up, slowed, and then the Neath arrow hitting. There wasn't really much Pain could do from that. He was just out of position at the time. And Legion looked really clean, but COG also looked in disarray.
Yeah, for sure. COG seems like, ugh, right? I didn't really know what they were doing, but someone who knows what they were doing is on the line here. Mr. Pain, Divion, how are you, sir?
Greetings.
What's up, Meatloaf?
Did you?
Hey, what's up, Adonis?
What is Meatloaf?
That's Pain de Beyond. In French, that's what it means, Meatloaf.
It is.
I hate you. Payne, you finally make it into the SPL with Legion here. You guys fell a little bit short going into Split 1. Initially, how does it feel to be in the Pro League?
Oh, I feel like I played before with Expo Secret in the SPL, and I feel like it's my place. And I'm happy that all my players made it because they're all super talented. So we're looking forward to this season.
Now, talk to me a little bit about your team and the chemistry that goes onto your team. I mean, we kind of, on the caster side of things, always say, DJ Pernicus, we considered him a coin flip before, but now he seems to be performing. Is that something that you guys have worked on, or is that something that he himself has just kind of done him by himself?
I think Pernicus is one of the better jungler in the current scene. He has a reputation, though, for stream reasons that put him on the, I guess the BM list. But as a player, playing with him, I've played with him for about maybe 4 months now, I think. And before I played with him on Fiverr Game Man, the old roster from last year. And he's very talented. He's very, very smart. And people think he's how to say it? People think he's BM during scrims, but he's not at all. He's actually one of the better player to play with, I'd say. Team player.
And I've also been in agreement that DJ Pernicus is one of the better players or junglers, but he just never seemed to be able to make it, always just short, and always really just didn't seem to have the playstyle that could work on anything. And I think we saw 2 different playstyles from him today. We saw Game 1, Serket, which I think is his historically typical game style of loop around in the back. It's the Shing and Lassus when he jungled their type of play style, just look to pick off weaker players.
For sure.
And Game 2, though, he played this Cabrakan that really protected a Duro. And is this something that we're going to be seeing more often, is him running these more team-oriented styles instead of individual assassins?
Well, the reason why he played that way is because as we were going into the game, we saw in chat someone saying you should play Cabrakan. Decided that we changed our pick. We were supposed to go Thor, but he said, let's go Cabrakan because Cabrakan's awesome. And so we accordingly changed our plan to play that.
I have no other questions after that. Are you?
So I picked COG originally. I don't think they performed up to standard, but you guys played amazing both games. Where do you guys see yourself? And I'm going to steal a question from Bart. What game do you guys think is going to be your defining moment in the coming weeks on whether you're a top team or not?
I think it's going to be next week against AFK.
Okay.
The last time we played against AFK, we've had success, but that was like 2 months ago. So I'm looking forward to that, especially with Weekend a little bit smack talking us, apparently I heard. So looking forward to that.
Bad blood. All right, Payne Devion, before we let you go, shout-outs.
Shoutouts to Well Played. Well Played is one of my better player. I think he's one of the most awesome guys. He's been sick recently. He's not been able to play, so we've played with Salt Machine for this week. It's not necessarily permanent, but he's one of the better Smite player. And if you're looking to support our team, well, make sure you do support them and go, of course, on DJ Pernicus' stream.
All right, cool. Thank you very much, Payne. Well, guys, week 1 of the Summer Split has finally come to a close. We are going to take a look at the EU standings first to see how everything shook up after week number 1. How's it feel, Adonis? Week 1 gone. 6 more to go.
It was an exciting week 1, and there was a couple upsets, I think. Sitting at the top are Titan, Fnatic, Team Dignitas, and Epsilon. This really seems kind of, I think, what a lot of people would expect. And the fact that Trig's there in the bottom half is they faced Fnatic, right? So they're going to have easier matchups moving forward.
Yeah, for sure. Now, keep in mind, it's also very important to note that every team will only be playing each other once in the Summer Split.
Yes.
So we will not see the Fnatic versus Trig later on, which could come back to haunt Trig. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at North America here, where things were a little bit more different here. Cloud9 was able to win 2-0. Same with Eager and Legion of Carrots. And then you have AFK and Team Solo Mid. They faced off against one another, and they find themselves at 1-1. Now, Enemy Esports and Denial are 0-2. Denial went up against Cloud9, but Enemy Esports, who went up against Eager without Zapman, they're going to have a very difficult time this season.
Yeah, and Denial as well, I think. Both of these teams, right, both made roster changes heading into Split 2, and I would have to say that these were probably the most one-sided games outside of like the Epsilon beating upcoming Stars game, so they will have the toughest time, I think, moving forward.
All right, well, guys, thank you very much for watching the Smite Pro League powered by Curse Voice. As always, you will find us next Thursday for week number 2. Stick around.